Welcome to Of Nights and Nat. When last we met, the party discovered a creature named Bookworm, a small Nothic, lurking in the way station outside of Gloamlight. He agreed to guide the party back to the gnomish capital in exchange for food. He became fast friends with Drea and immediately distrustful of Seth, which seems to be a trend. And not an undeserving one. As later in the session, I believe it was Seth that threw Bookworm into a tentacle that yeeted him off into the void. But after that, the party arrived in Gloamlight and surveyed the eerie, silent cavern with caution. Ren, whose homeland this is, guided the party to the religion corridors and to his home temple, the Temple of Segojan, where he met Brock and Lily, two important people from his childhood. Those people were described initially in the narrative in last episode. Everything was as he remembered it, except to the party who witnessed the derelict post as it truly was, trashed and abandoned. Ren, realizing he could not trust his senses, fled from the room, and he fled with the party as monstrous tentacles loomed down from the mile-high ceiling, lashing him and pulling him upward and away. Ren was forced to do battle with a creature that confronted him known as Clayburn. And he demanded to have a few things told to him by Ren, who stoically resisted the magical influences of whatever was trying to get into his brain until the very end, when he finally faltered and Clayburn managed to get what Ren hates out of him, supposedly supplying this to his master. Ren defeated the creature using a great deal of his resources, and then was able to ask the creature who was his master and what was his master, and the reply was Tantalus. But Clayburn was stubborn and only willing to answer one question and fled. However, while Ren was up there in this tall mushroom, residential mushroom, he was left diseased by a swipe of the fell tail of Clayburn and noticed his companions ascending a nearby residential mushroom stalk as they sought their lost companion, who they had seen get taken in that general direction by a large tentacle. They encountered a group of gnomes holed up at the top of the mushroom, and they were devouring energy-supplying biscuits and dancing until they dropped, quite literally. And as they dropped, they explained that their fear was that they wished to stop the creature from taking them away. And as the party arrived there, Thok in particular, I believe, demanded that they leave and ushered the gnomes out of the chamber and back down the mushroom. And as they went down, gnomes in tow or under arm, they were attacked by ceiling tentacles, Thok, Bookworm, and the gnomes, some of which also fell to their deaths in very grisly fashion. And Seth all got taken away to the void. Ren, Drea, and Kevin, meanwhile, witnessed this from afar as they reconvened. They hurried off in that direction to attempt to save their party as the DM began to age rapidly from stress. The party then met with some sort of... Is that you, Bryce?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
1 sec.
That's okay. Everyone was, however, found. Bookworm was recovered, and the party escaped from captivity, where they were taken to some sort of feeding pens to the north. The party finally reunited and headed back to the south toward the residential stocks and entered the first that they encountered as they sought answers to what happened to the gnomish populace. Drea, Castor the Oblex, and Bookworm, all looking over Drea's shoulder, leaned into the doorway, revealing gnomish robots cleaning and stacking piles upon piles of bones. They had slowly turned to regard her as the red lights on their antennas began to pulse with alert. That was where we had ended the session. Sorry, that was a really long recap, but you guys did a lot of stuff.
It was an adventure filled with activity.
It was. I'm going to go live now.
Bryce, I think you're...
Yeah, I'm playing with the sensitivity. Can you hear it now?
Tut.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How about
maybe a little too sensitive now because it's cutting out the beginning of your.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I just won't click.
Okay. I'm gonna go live from go live from movies and TV for the narrative. Once I see 5 people in there, today's narrative will play. Remember to mute yourselves if you need to.
Yeah.
I will do the same. Give me a thumbs up if it sounds good, a thumbs down if something's wrong. There we go. All right. I renamed the title and have to reopen it.
No!
Today's episode of technical difficulties.
Something is wrong.
Okay.
Did you go back live again?
Nope.
just excited, enthusiastic.
If you see me drinking heavily this episode, you'll understand why.
There it is.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Ren had spent months learning all that could be offered to him through Segojan and his ways. He had seen the masters bring back the dead, cure disease with prayer, summon feasts fit for kings with the wave of a hand. But there were things beyond their reach, beyond the scope of Segojan. This didn't bother him much. He understood the intricacies of magic and the ability of mortals to shape that power. But in the end, he did wonder if those blind spots were just under the purview of a different god, or perhaps a different path altogether. Ren was preparing supper with Brock in the main hall, the glow of the furnaces casting playful shadows in the hall of Segojan. Ren's mentor, Avi, was seated near the entry in a wooden chair. He ran his hands over the spell focus idly as he listened to the hushed woes of Lily, who was seated on the floor before him. Avi's wisps of white hair fluttered in the warm draft of cave air that circulated throughout all of Gloamlight. Thanks to the Brimsink Trench's vents, his soft green eyes were focused purely on the young gnome, who pulled anxiously on a long brown braid of trestled hair. Ren tried not to watch. He really did. Even with an elbow from Brock, who was chipping salts into a bowl beside him, did little to return his focus to cooking. After he had chopped up far too many mushrooms for the meal, he watched Avi. He watched him as he leaned forward and cast a spell of sleep over Lily. He pulled a blanket over her and stood, gazing at her for a moment. Ren had never seen Avi look so mournful. "Ren," Avi said quietly, "unless your gaze is one of healing, I think it would be best for you to focus on your duties." Ren blushed, more than he cared to admit, and looked back down at the towering pile of mushrooms. "What's wrong with her?" asked Brock. "She's beyond the healing of Segojan, I'm afraid," Avi replied. Ren felt his head snap back up at the comment. "There are things we cannot stop, Ren. Things in this world that aren't meant to be stopped." Ren cut himself accidentally. A slip of the blade at the moment his mentor had revealed something to him, revealed that, while Ren loved his time here with Segojan and his friends, that it might not be his final destination. He let the cut bleed, even though he itched to heal it with the flick of a finger. He wasn't sure why just yet, but it wasn't only stubbornness. It was his temporary reminder that there are many other ways. There is always another way. All right. So, without further ado, let me get some music playing. And we will jump over to the other screen momentarily. However,
battle map?
Drea. Yeah. But Drea, you've looked into the door. You've seen what I described in the recap. What would you like to do?
Like, what is my reaction to all of the bots surging forward with evil-looking red blinking lights and piles of bones everywhere? I shut the door
Okay.
very fastly.
Okay. All right. So Drea reaches forward, slams the door shut. How does the party react?
Drea, yeah, what's in there?
Bad things. We should most likely. Can anyone lock the door? Maybe.
Okay. Kevin walks up towards the door.
Okay.
He has no idea
Kevin,
how to
make a
lock it, but he's
perception
gonna
check.
try.
Yeah.
I haven't even taken my dice out yet. Perception.
Tonight's the night for it.
15.
Okay. You don't hear the bots. In fact, you don't hear anything approaching the door, but you do hear a large clattering and grinding,
Okay.
and then rattles of bone across stone floor.
Okay. Kevin attempts to lock the door.
Okay.
Is there a lock on the door?
Is there a lock on the door?
Kevin reaches up where a lock would normally be on a door, and then looks back at the party and just kind of shrugs like, "This was my plan."
God damn it. Perhaps of magical means or like blockades. We should hurry up. There's a lot of angry little tiny blinky things. I don't know what they are, but there's bones everywhere.
I'll kind of get to the front and just like put my shield down.
Kevin tries to squish a berry into the crack of the door to wedge it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can stuff a berry in there.
Yep.
Are there door handles where I could like put a quarterstaff in it?
Sure.
Okay, I'll just do that.
Where have you been keeping that quarterstaff?
in his dress.
In that short dress.
Okay. Yeah, you can slide a quarterstaff across it.
Oh,
Yes, I'll do that.
don't ask. Don't ask.
Any excuse to make a slurping noise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If that's what happens.
That's what happens.
There is a rattle as something pounds against the door, shaking it.
Did it sound like a bunch of little pounds or more like
A big pound.
It
A
was
big-
one big pound.
A big pound.
no?
I don't.
I don't know what to do.
I stand my ground in front of the door.
All right.
Are there any windows or other?
It's just like a little shed, right? It's not a.
No, it's a mushroom. It's a big mushroom.
Okay.
The pound has faded. However, now you can hear something sort of clawing or pulling, and then a frustrated stamp of the feet as whatever it is leaves. And then silence.
Crisis averted. I've saved you
I
again.
think they're gone.
And then there's a pounding of feet as whatever it is charges the door.
Oh.
Kevin moves to one side to not
Yeah.
be directly obstructing the door.
Boy.
Thok, are you still holding your ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can I move out of the way and just sort of try to hold the handle, but like,
You can. Yeah. Okay, so Dre and Thok are in front of the door-ish. Okay.
Do you have music going, Gabe?
I do. Can you not hear it?
I
I can't
cannot.
hear it.
I cannot hear it. Oh,
Here
there
it
it is. Did you click something? Because that.
No.
Oh, it just started. So
Yeah,
awesome.
It's hard for me too.
Really?
Yeah, I
Okay,
asked
okay.
and you
Me too.
said it's going, and then I opened the tab and then it started playing.
I hovered my mouse over the browser, but that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the door and about 3 feet on either side of the door and about 10 feet high bust outward. I need strength athletics checks from Thok and Drea.
okay.
What a start.
14.
nat 20.
Nat 20.
Damn.
All right. Okay. Thok, you are thrown 10 feet back and you land prone.
Damn.
Drea manages to just sort of pull away instinctually just as the creature bursts out and you are fine.
Are we supposed to see the battle mat?
In one moment.
Okay, you just were reaching over there and I didn't know if we were supposed to be.
All right. I am switching over now.
Ready when you are.
Damn.
All right. So, what you're seeing is basically something has pulled all of these bones together in a humanoid figure. It's wielding a large stone axe. Obviously, the miniature isn't a skeleton, but it's as close as I could get. However, it is that size, and you are seeing lots of little red blips from inside of the hollowed out crevices between the bones. That's all the hints you get. Roll for initiative.
I think it's huge.
Yes, and I can move the battle mat or the battle camera out if you need to
Yes,
move
please.
backwards farther.
If you can move it out, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted you to be able to see the size and scope.
Yes. Okay, that's awesome.
Is that better?
Thank you so much. Now I can actually get
Yeah.
us in the shot.
Absolutely. If you ever need me to adjust something, Ben, just let me know.
I figured you'd move us where we need to be to start, but we're there now.
I had to play my narrative 3 times.
I will keep that in mind.
Okay.
11 for Kevin. I don't know if you want us to put it in the Discord or not. Oh, you did.
I got it recorded for you. You're good. Okay. Thank you.
Have we long rested yet?
No.
Awesome.
Nope.
You guys don't rest. I don't.
Everyone, last time we had the tentacle boogaloo where everyone was getting yeeted up into the sky. When would we rest?
So yeah, I actually had to adjust my hit points for the damage I took last time.
We were literally chasing you guys.
I am unending.
You.
But I would like a nap, if at all possible. I do not fear death, but I'm a little bit tuckered out.
I am
All right.
sleepy.
Seth, it is your turn.
Buddy, come here.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action and cast. I'm going to send my Hound of Ill Omen out for 3 sorcery points.
How many sorcery points do you have left?
I have 1.
Okay.
I converted some, I think, last time.
That's right. I forgot you can do that.
Yep. And as my main action, I will cast Blink. So I'm going to see if I disappear.
Oh, blink. I thought you said link.
No.
He pulls an
And-
ocarina out.
I disappear.
Okay. Cool beans.
I'll be at that initiative too. Real quick.
Yeah. Just keep
8.
track of that for me.
Yeah,
8?
it's 8.
Oh, for the
The dire
Ill
wolf.
Omen. I gotta just start leaving spaces. Or asking you if you're gonna use it before the combat. Okay, 8 is right after Ren and before Drea. Let me know if I don't use that, Scott, because it's awkward. You know,
It's after Ren, right?
right after Ren, just before Drea.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right, so that's Seth's turn. Thok, it is your turn. You've been thrown backward.
I will use half of my movement to stand up.
Okay.
I'll move in that space right next to the Hound of Ill Omen.
Right there.
Okay. And I will make my attacks
Okay.
with a 17 to hit.
Hit.
I'd like to use one of my battle maneuvers. I'll try a taunt.
Okay.
So he'll need a wisdom saving throw.
17.
That will succeed. I think.
Okay.
Let me see.
He is huge, by the way. He is a huge not that
Gotcha.
large.
Yeah. Okay, so pass that damage. Damn, rolled 2 1s. That is 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
Get a second attack for a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Stinks it. Damn, low rolls. 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I will stay there.
I still love you, regardless
Thanks.
of how low you roll.
At least I did.
All right, yeah. So Thok leaps to his feet, rushes forward, and begins just pulverizing random bones and puncturing strange mechanical innards with his war pick. The taunt unfortunately does fail. However, Kevin, it is your turn.
I would like to summon Big Kevin.
Okay, which version of Big Kevin?
Big Kevin, not medium Kevin. So
Okay.
Dragon Sword!
Okay.
level 3, not the Fae.
All right. This miniature is just a little bit too big for him, but we're gonna use it anyway.
It's super big Kevin.
All right, Big Kevin enters the fray.
And then I will wild shape into a bear.
Okay. All these miniatures are too big for
Yeah.
this situation.
And
As the party surrounds my single foe.
I think that's all I can do right now. So
Okay. Did you command Big Kevin before you turned into a bear?
can I do that now?
Yeah. Well, let's say you can, yeah.
Get him!
Okay. All right. So Kevin says that all happens, and then Kevin turns into a bear. All right, Ren, it is your turn. You are on the back corner here.
Okay, I'm gonna keep some distance and to. Can I? I'm not sure if I can do all this. Take one of those electrified crystals I have, strap it to a crossbow bolt, and send that on its merry way toward one of the red dots I see in this sky.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
It is a tall order, perhaps. Give me a. A sleight of hand check.
Okay. Oh, it's a 9.
9. All right. You get it affixed to the bolt, but you're just unable to quite load it. You might be able to do that next turn and finish the job. Would you like to do
Okay.
something else in the meanwhile? You still have your action. Like, I'm not gonna penalize you for being creative, but
Sorry, I'm here. I'm just gonna keep some distance, so let me back up like 10.
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You still have your action. I'm not gonna take that away.
Oh, all right. Let me try a B and launch a firebolt. Space.
Okay. Yeah. And next turn you will have that prepared, Bryce.
Okay. 16.
That hits as the firebolt launched blasts into the creature's chest. What damage you got?
11 damage.
Okay. You guys are chipping away at it pretty well, which is good. It is the Hound's turn. Seth,
All right.
what did you command it to do?
I am going to just command it to attack it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For 22.
22 will hit.
All right. It will take 12 piercing damage,
Okay.
and it needs to make a DC 13 strength save.
Is this to be knocked prone?
Uh huh.
Is there like a size requirement on that? He is huge. He's two sizes larger than the creature.
It doesn't say there is, but I can understand if you say no.
Yeah, I think it's like in the general mechanics of being knocked prone. If you would
Yeah,
like to look it up while it's not your turn, I will gladly retcon it.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm
Okay.
sure you're right. But let me check.
Again,
Yeah, it's usually
narrative
within.
3 times. you can look it up, Scott.
Yeah,
let
I
me know.
gotcha.
Okay.
So
Alright.
just for the sake of narrative, this creature is made of very clean bone.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
He's still wielding like a stone axe, but all of him is just bone.
Got it.
All right.
Is his hand made of multiple hands?
I'm sorry. What was that, Bryce?
Is his hand made of multiple hands? Because he's, or is he just like gigantic with a tiny?
I think
You're getting cut out a little bit, Bryce. The attacks of your words.
Okay. I'll fix it.
Okay. I would say that his hands are various bones. They aren't like the correct ones in every case. So you might have like a femur in place of one of the arms, so one of the arms is a little bit longer.
Okay. Got it.
And then
Can you guys hear me better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, Drea, it is your turn.
I would like to cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay, is that a ranged spell?
Oh, crap, it is.
You can still cast it, but you'll have disadvantage on the attack.
Yeah.
you can- Move back and take the attack of
Yeah.
opportunity, and then cast it
That's fine.
normally.
I'm gonna move back and cast it
Okay.
normally.
Okay. How far back would you like to move?
Go like 10 to 15 feet.
Okay, I moved you to 10.
Cool.
He will make an attack, and you can make yours at the same time. That's fine. Ugh. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah. He hits.
Okay.
Barely.
Barely. For 25 bludgeoning damage.
What the ass? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't even hit him with my spell, so that was almost a crit fail. It was a 2.
Oh, okay. All right. Unfortunately, Drea, as you raise your blade and fire off a sword, fire off the spell on the tip of your sword, it goes errant because he just slams the shit out of you with the side of his axe.
And it hurt a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You still have a bonus action?
Can I? I'm gonna use second wind.
Okay.
Actually,
Alrighty. You can just add that healing up yourself.
Yep.
I trust you, I guess. All right.
thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. Is that your turn, Drea?
Yep.
Okay. It is the Bone Giant's turn. He reaches up with his great axe, and he is going to make 2 attacks. One against Thok, who is still before him. That is an 18 to hit, so that just misses, I believe.
That's a miss.
And he's going to make another attack on the Hound of Ill Omen. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
The Hound will take 15 slashing damage. I said bludgeoning before I lied.
Okay.
All right. And that will end his turn and bring us to the top of the order. Seth, it's your turn again.
Okay. Just an FYI, it said that the size doesn't matter.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I put it in the Discord if you want to look at it, but
Okay. Let me make a check then. All right. Strength, athletics?
a 13.
Okay. Yeah, it's 21
So we're saying
to save.
the size doesn't matter generally, or like just in this case.
Unless it specifically says in the text of the rule that you're trying to like.
Who's making a joke?
Oh,
Whoosh!
sorry.
The text cited in this case was the Kama Sutra.
Something, the Hound of Ill Kinky is what the. Okay.
Il Kinky, my SoundCloud rapper name. But yeah, I don't know, Scott, because it's. I'll double check the rules after. I'm gonna say it works for this because it's like a humanoid, but I mean, if it's a Tarask, like, and he's a mile tall, I gotta draw the line.
It's not a huge deal. Like I said, it's your ruling. Also on the strength save of 13, you're probably gonna save.
Yeah, and he's a giant. He's got like a +9, but
Right.
Okay, yeah, I'll look into it.
Okay. All right. So
But it'll be possible for him.
Which one am I, by the way?
Green boy. Oh, you're colorblind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Okay, so move me 15 to my left.
Okay.
Behind B, Kevin.
Is that 15? 5, 10, 15?
And then diagonal 1.
Diagonal front left.
Front left. Okay. Bonus action, I will convert a level 3 spell slot for sorcery points.
Okay.
And for my main action, do I have a general line of sight to use lightning bolt?
Yes, you will hit Big Kevin here, but
Oh, okay. No, never mind then. I will just cast regular firebolt. Just
Okay.
main action.
you may do so.
A unnatural 20 to hit.
Okay. That will hit.
Old tried and true.
6 fire damage,
Okay.
and I do not blink out of existence. I am ready for a beating.
All right, but you're focusing on the spell, right?
Blink is not concentration.
Oh, really? So it just ends if you don't succeed?
No, I can still make it every time after my turn for a minute.
Oh, okay. So just
Yeah.
keep me posted.
Gotcha.
Fuck, your turn.
All right, let's make these attacks.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 13 to hit, which I'm assuming misses.
Unfortunately, this time your war pick just sinks in, but manages to hit nothing.
Go, and 17 to hit this time.
That will hit.
All right, let me use a battle maneuver and use a taunt again.
Okay. Wisdom
See
save.
if- Yeah.
Okay. 10.
All right, he fails. He has disadvantages against attacks against creatures other than me.
All right. You know what's coming next, right?
Some big hits.
No. How do you taunt him?
Oh, I just like shoved the war pick and I'm like, give it to me.
All right. So just to
This is in the theme of like little kinky here.
Oh man.
Hawk, the fighter, looks at the bone giant and he yells, "Give it to me!"
Exactly. We're keeping a constant theme going here.
Hallelujah. All right. Like a red tater chip.
Need to turn off my family-friendly rating on the channel. My goodness.
15 piercing damage on that one.
All right. Oh my god. Okay.
Gotta keep the theme going.
I like it. It's a valuable sacrifice. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Is that everything you'd like to do?
You know, I'll use second wind and throw 2 more attacks in there.
You mean
With
action
a
surge?
action surge. Sorry.
Okay.
16 to hit.
That will hit.
Ooh. Oh, 8 piercing damage. Roll a fucking 1. And another 16 to hit
That will hit.
for 13 piercing damage.
Okay. All right. The creature is bloodied. And as you have done so, your war pick, this 4th attack sinks inside, piercing the metal chassis of one of the robots within. You hear a as it detonates. and a surge of blinding energy washes over the entire party. All magical effects are nullified. If you are concentrating on a spell, it fades. If you have mage armor on, it fades. If you are summoning a creature, that creature fades.
Damn.
Oh no.
Kevin didn't even get to do anything. Does wild
Did I
shape count as a spell?
Wild shape does not.
Okay.
And did you roll initiative for Kevin?
I did, but I was gonna just have him go on my turn, so I didn't mess everything up.
What was the initiative?
21.
Okay, well then he
Oh,
definitely
he
would have gone at the top of the
round.
order. So take a turn with him, and then he'll disappear.
Just his 2 attacks.
Okay, that's fine. But he would he would have gone. So I want you to at least get the turns
Okay. Okay. Well, then he rolled a 15
That's a hit.
and a 19.
That's a hit. That could end up making the difference. You never know.
Where's my... So 2d10s.
I think that's going to be the taunt every time.
Plus 4 is 22.
Taunt is, I mean, it's good. Everything's going to focus on you, and all of your meat shields just disappeared.
22 plus 29.
To be
33.
33 total?
Yep.
Whew. Okay.
Split over. Does it matter the difference between piercing and slashing? Is he resistant to one and not the other?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. And it's non-magical damage, and he does not have resistance to that, so you're good.
Okay. Bye, Big
All right, so that's
Kevin.
full damage. All right. Unfortunately, Big Kevin does disappear
I
at this
figured.
moment, but he did get some good licks in. The Hound of Ill Omen also disappears.
Yeah.
Magical gear is not affected by this. That requires like a permanent anti-magic field. All right. So like your +1 weapons or the glamour weave, etc. Nothing like that is ruined. Okay. Kevin, it is your turn.
As a bear, Kevin will attack.
Okay. So you just move 5 feet. Make your attacks, please.
The bite is a 14,
Okay.
and the slash is a 6.
Okay. Both do miss, unfortunately. The bite was a near miss. You're finding a hard time locking onto those tender bits for the bone boy.
That'll be my turn, and I will ignore everything that's happening.
Please do. Ren, it's your turn.
Can I kind of move off to the right side and get in range so I can shoot off that electrified crossbow bolt?
That's 20 feet of movement if you just wanted a clear shot.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So you load it up.
Yeah. Do you know what the attack bonus is for just a crossbow? I don't have.
Dexterity and proficiency. Oh no.
Have it here.
Dexterity and proficiency?
Hey, sorry, I'm here.
You're good. You back?
Yeah.
Okay. D20 dexterity modifier and proficiency bonus.
Okay. So that's a 21 to hit.
That's gonna fucking hit.
Sweet. Does the electrified bolt do anything else? Because it's 4 damage otherwise.
Okay, so you do 4 damage. Bear with me
Okay.
while I put
I'm a
something on
bear.
the notes. Yes, you are, Kevin. Okay. The bolt does land, and that's a pretty high. You beat his AC by 6, so it does sink right into one of the extra bots and then burst with an electrical charge. And again, you hear that. But this time, another anti-magic field explodes outward, washing over the party.
Okay.
And you may roll an extra 1d10 of lightning damage.
Ooh.
Nice. That's another 6 damage.
Okay. Also, Bryce, that effect was going to happen again later, and now it will not.
Sweet.
So I'm just letting you know if it feels like that wasn't much of a boon. If you guys had brought up all of your spells and then later I would have just wiped them again. So
Awesome.
I would say well done. Okay, is that your turn?
Let me move back just a little bit, kind of behind my two friends there, taking the front. Back further. Yeah, that's good. Perfect.
Okay. You only had 5 feet of movement left.
Great.
Okay. All right. It is Drea's turn.
First, I have question in Discord, and then I would like to 15 feet out. I would like to hellish rebuke this
Okay.
dude.
So that's a reaction. But you could have done that when he hit you with an attack of opportunity. I'm willing to retcon that in if you'd like.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay. I mean, I actually no, he probably won't attack you either because
Got the taunt.
he's been taunted.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
He's been haunted.
Yeah. But that's just a reaction. I mean, you've never used it before, Ash, so I'm not against giving you a retcon on this.
I'll do it next time, no worries.
All right.
I would like to cast a Snillock Storm behind him.
Okay.
So Snillox, it's technically a snowball storm, but I wanted to flavor it up a bit. So, dexterity save.
Dex save. A cock. Okay, that's 7. That's a 5.
Ha! No. He takes 3d6 damage.
Yeah. Roll that damage up for me.
That would be 13 damage.
Okay, he is on last legs.
13
You see-
cold damage.
Cold damage. No bonus, but also no resistance. So pretty good. Okay, so you see Drea sort of recover from being slammed by the axe before, and she points her sword again this time. What does that look like, Drea? Do you like mutter harsh words or?
I suppose Drea, in a flurry of being knocked out, just sort of reverts back to her original language and just Straistya. And behind him, there forms a cloud of blue fiery balls that just rain down on him as she points her sword.
All right. So you sort of you paint the target with your sword, and then these energy balls of blue fire start pelting the creature from behind.
Blue balls.
Blue balls. Okay. A great moment ruined.
Children.
Blue ball.
All right. You've blue balled him successfully. He is on his last legs. What is happening? I should have never done this with Greg. It's like ever since that day, we've just been on a tear. Okay. All right, he is on his last legs. Drea, would you like to do anything else?
You know what? Yeah. No,
No?
nah.
Okay. Nah. All right. Do you want to move anywhere? You are still
No,
10 feet
good.
away. Okay.
That's fine.
All right, it is his turn. Thok, you know what's coming. He's gonna give it to you.
Ooh.
That is a 22 to hit. Oh, and a miss. So one hit,
Can
one
I-
miss.
Can I riposte on the miss?
Sure.
All right. So I understand I taking the first hit.
18 piercing damage from the first hit.
Damn. Sick
He's a
hit.
big boy. Yeah.
And that is a 17 to hit for the riposte.
Done and done. You've hit.
12 piercing damage.
Okay. That is enough to do it. Fuck riposts. As the axe comes down, he manages to duck inwards, sliding in and then ramming the war pick right into the heart, the sternum of the bone boy. And you break the sternum open with a loud crack. The beast falls back to its legs, its knees, letting out a defeated garbling noise that's mostly mechanical and not really bestial. And let me change the music. Well done.
We did
Yeah,
it.
repost gets one like.
Hey! As he falls over to the side. All right. And I would like you all to make perception checks.
Did you say change the music or completely stop the music, Gabe?
Stop. I stopped it.
Okay, just making sure.
10.
7.
7.
22.
15.
Okay.
Boy.
I
Dre.
get like a 10.
Okay. All right. Seth, you notice a strange blipping. Those lights have not stopped within the creature. And then Kevin notices, oh, it's still moving. The bones shift and pool inward. Some of the broken ones on the outer edge fall down to disuse. And another creature rises in its
I knew it. Round 2.
All right. Seth, it is your turn.
Oh, beans.
All right. Move me 15 feet up.
Back.
No, other way. Other way.
So, in line with Drea? Or one more?
One more.
Okay.
And
You
I
get lightning bolt.
3 sorcery points. Kind of a woman.
Okay. Is that what is that? A bonus action?
Bonus action.
Okay.
Just give the. Do you want another initiative? Or you want the same one?
Same one. We're sticking with it.
Okay. And lightning bolt. I need a dex save with disadvantage. I'm casting a level 4.
Okay. He fails. I can tell you that much. I got to get another stat block out though.
Okay.
But proceed to roll damage and stuff.
Yeah, I got you. Nine.
Oh my god. This music.
There's double bass drum in here.
Plus 2.
I've committed. I can turn it down a little bit.
No, it's fine.
Okay. No, it's fine. You crazy asshole.
This is really aggressive ska. Two.
Feels like this would fit in it like an old Star Trek episode.
Scott, what you got?
Is 49 lightning damage.
What?
What the?
When did you get that?
He's just been holding out on y'all.
Broke the encounter.
Lightning bolt is a 3rd level 8d6 spell.
Oh wow.
I cast a level 4, so I get 69
Lightning
or
bolt.
96.
All right, he's almost bloodied. Is that your turn, Seth?
Yeah. My blink's gone too, right? Because of that wave thing.
Yeah, that like nullified all magics.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right, Thok, it is your turn.
I'll move in that 5 feet to close the distance.
Okay.
What size creature is this one?
Large.
Okay. Let's see if I hit first before I say I'm gonna do something. Okay, that'll definitely hit.
Hey, what you got?
26 to hit.
Okay, his AC has gone up. As
Okay.
it goes up. Yeah, 26 will hit.
I'll use a superiority die to use disarm. So I'll need a strength save, DC 15.
16. Just bested you.
That's 15 piercing damage.
Okay.
I'll make my second attack with a 15 to hit.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
That's okay.
The bones have sort of formed inward in a much more tight pattern. You can see like the lights shining out, but you can't see clear paths to actually damaging the mechanical things inside. Okay. Is that your turn?
He's large. I will shove him with the shield. So I need a strength contest.
You're gonna try and shove Bone Boy up against the wall.
I'll try and knock him over.
I rolled the same thing, so another 16.
Well, I rolled a nat 18
All
plus
right.
the modifier.
You shove him backwards into the wall.
Can I knock him prone?
If that's an option, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
He is prone. All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. Well done. Kevin, it is your turn.
Bear pile.
Bear pile. All right. Kevin leaps about.
I'm a
and
maul 'em.
joins the fray. Kevin, make your attacks with advantage.
Ooh, give me that other chest dart. Stop. Get out of there.
Let Chester roll.
Come here. Okay, we got a 21 is
Yep,
the high
that'll hit.
roll. So, okay.
You mean the low roll?
No, you said advantage,
Okay.
so you want the high roll, right?
I thought you were rolling 4 times and just telling me. You're good. Keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
That hit. 21 hits.
21 hits, and then 20. Also 21. 2 19s. Yippee.
Okay. They both hit.
Wait, those are higher than
Were
20.
you rolling? Yeah.
I was
Wait.
adding a 2. I have a higher. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. I hit him with. Much more than a 20.
All right, we'll discuss after this session to get you
I
fixed up.
goofed it up. I forgot what my bear modifier was.
Yeah, you might have been hitting with your last turn too.
Oh man, I definitely no. One of them was close. Okay,
It was a 14,
one of them would have
AC
hit, the other one
15.
would have missed for sure.
Okay. All right.
He told
Carry on.
himself, really hoping that it was true. Chester, you are making things complicated here. Okay, so a D8 plus 4 is 6 plus 4 is 10, and then 2
Okay.
D6s. So 10 plus 7 plus 4 is 11. 21.
Okay.
21.
All right. You have killed the second iteration of this creature before his turn.
Hey!
He has a death throw as he
Oh.
explodes and obliterates into bones, showering everyone within 10 feet of him. I need dexterity saves from the Hound of Ill Omen, Thok, and Kevin.
Chester! Okay, get over here. Come on.
5.
No, please.
I can't see. 18.
Crit fail for the hound.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say for you.
Kevin, you take 7 piercing damage. The other two of you both take 13 piercing damage each. As it explodes in just a fragment of bones. And well done. I can get rid of this music. Okay. All right. So, what is left in the wake of the fragmentation of bones is a small, final robot. You see him peep in terror, like a, and then he retracts within himself, and the box is slammed shut. Words. And then he begins to emit a loud, blaring screech. I need you all to roll Constitution saving throws.
Oh, man.
Mm.
10.
15.
9.
9.
23.
Thank God. The DC is 14.
Oh, God.
Hey.
And if you failed, you are deaf for the next minute.
Oh, no.
So the two of you that succeeded, I know Dre was the one. Who was the other? Was that Seth?
No.
Thok. Okay, Thok and Dre, you are the only two that can hear each other right now.
Huh?
This thing is retracted and it's just blaring.
Okay. Can I run forward and try to just smash it? Just.
Absolutely, yes.
Is it still just screeching, just continuously?
Yep, it's just blaring. You can
Yeah,
make an
yep.
attack roll though.
Okay. Wow, that was poo poo doo doo. 10?
Not only does Drea miss the contraption, but she just slams the ground next to it and screaming in rage as this thing is just blaring out.
I follow suit. I see what she's trying to do to stop the noise.
Okay. The two of you can also make perception checks after your attacks.
Okay. 17 to hit.
No one else can. It does hit. You can roll damage.
Oh yeah, 15 piercing.
Okay. You have dealt a blow to it. You just sort of ding off of it, though. You're very concerned that it
My
will do
perception-
something. Go ahead, Dre.
Nope, go ahead, sorry.
It will do something, Thok, eventually. But you did minimal damage with that blow.
Mm.
Drea.
13 perception.
13. Thok, what you got for me?
5.
Okay, Drea. You note in the other room inside the mushroom, a similar red light has begun to blip inside of what's left of the bone fragments. You hear a rustling over the blaring, which continues, by the way.
And we can see inside the room now. See that there's like just piles and piles of bones everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I turn to the others and just be like, okay, it is time to go. We need to leave now. Please.
Huh?
I hear you.
Leave! Go! Time to go. Fuck, please. Help.
Thok is the only one that hears you.
I try to like grab Kevin by the paw and like start pulling him back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I run past the other two and just sort of grab them and spin them as I run past and just go past them? I don't know, just away from...
So are you grabbing Seth?
I mean, yeah, I'll just grab them to spin them, possibly in the opposite direction of the big
Okay.
mushroom door, and then be, like, run a few paces up ahead of them and be like,
Okay, I'll let you do that with Seth as your action.
alright, yeah.
Turn Seth and then begin to run. And Thok, you grab Kevin, and your action can be sort of pulling him and then running.
Sure.
It still wails. I need Constitution saving throws from everyone again.
12.
14.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
Unnatural 20.
Huh?
Okay. Again, DC's 15. Thok and
Wait, I
Drea,
thought
you
you
are
s-
now deaf. Right? Isn't that what I said?
You said
I thought
14?
you said 14.
I thought you said 14.
14 meets it, beats it. 14. Wow. Okay. So you two are still not deaf. Anyone who's under 14, you are now deaf for the next hour. Those
Oh,
of you
I'm
that succeeded.
still. I got 16, but it's not been a minute yet, right?
Yeah, just it's been one turn, so 6 seconds. So 9 more turns.
Okay.
Now, if there's anything you would like to do, let me know. We can still be in initiative here.
Mm,
In fact, we should return to initiative. Seth, what would you like to do? As Drea has turned you and ran away.
Why are you touching me?
Well, she can't respond to you. Is there anything you would like to do?
I do it. Well, okay. So do I know that the sound or the reason I'm deaf is coming from that box?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Which one? Bottom left, right?
Top left-ish. You're
Top.
Yeah, you're there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna start moving back with Drea. Gonna
Okay.
retreat.
Sprint.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna blow.
Seth exits stage left. All right. Thok, your turn. Just continue running.
Other than seeing some of the bones within the room assembled, do I see any other changes happening?
Nope. It just looks like 2 or 3 of them have bots that have hopped inside and started pulling together a little bit. They're much smaller. They're small humanoid figures.
For the rest of going deaf, I'd just stand and fight, honestly.
Well, you make an intelligence save, or you can make an intelligence check if you'd like.
Sure. 2.
Okay.
So
You made a check.
nothing happened. So 15 really didn't do a whole lot of damage to it. What was like that?
I will give you a hint. As a party, this is more of a either you are more than welcome to flee. It's probably intelligent. It's also more of a puzzle encounter here at this point. You're welcome to just wail on it until it dies.
Stocks ammo. I'll retreat. I'll look out.
Sprint.
Sure.
All right. Thok exits stage left. Kevin, it is your turn. Thok you got deafened, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're deaf. Thok grabbed your fur and tried to pull you away and then ran.
Yeah.
And that's all you got.
That's all I need.
Okay. Turn and run?
Yep.
All right. Ren, it is your turn. You are deaf. No one has interacted with you other than simply running past you, mouthing things, but you're like,
I
what?
got the picture for sure. Is there any body of water nearby?
Not necessarily. Is there any way for you to procure water from anything?
I have some healing water from the Temple of Mask.
It's in a water skin. It's water.
I'm deaf. I'm gonna try that.
Okay. Ren runs forward.
I see a electrical thing. I'm gonna pour some water on it.
Yeah. You uncork the water and pour it on. There is a short circuiting from within. The wailing ends, and the bones
Ooh.
clatter down to the ground.
Smarticle.
Well done.
Hey.
All right. It is just about 8:30. If you guys would like, we can take a short break here. That is the end of the 3-tiered combat. I was very excited to keep saying, "Oh, it died, and another thing came back."
But wait, there's more.
But wait. So you do feel relatively secure for a moment. The party members that have run, Kevin in particular is deaf, so he's just gonna probably keep going if no one collects him.
No.
Andrea, you're good. Did anyone fail a second time? Does anyone have a full hour of deafness?
I failed twice.
Okay, Kevin is deaf for 1 hour. That laugh, it's like you wanted it. There was gonna, if it didn't get solved in one more, there was one more, and it was deafened for a day. So.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I can have fun with
Well
this.
done. Yeah. So well done, everyone.
Take a
I
break?
can switch back. Yeah, let's switch the camera back.
Yep.
Ben. Okay, stopping.
Mhm.
And all right, we'll take a little break. Do you want me to leave the music on?
Sure, doesn't matter.
Okay. I will.
I'll see you guys in a bit.
Welcome back to Of Knights and Gnats. The party has narrowly defeated the Bone Boy and his various secondary and tertiary forms, much to the ingenuity of their wizard, who was able to pour some water on the wailing robot. So, you guys have finished the combat. All of the bones have fallen back down into place. All of the robots have seemingly deactivated when this central console also deactivated. What would you all like to do? Remember, Kevin is running, deaf.
I was gonna say, can I try to grab him?
Did I didn't pass him, did I?
Yeah, I assume he would be.
I'm
Behind
following
Sus.
Thok. Cuz I'm running based off of Thok's like
All right, Thok,
pull.
what would you like to do?
So can I like turn back towards where our encounter was? Just kind
Because
of like
because the wailing has disappeared, you didn't technically see Ren do anything.
right. I just heard that just stop,
Okay.
and then do I see that like all the skeletons in the building have fallen? Can I
Make a perception check, because this is like
pretty far off?
Kevin's trying to barrel past you. It's pretty far away. You're trying to discern what's happening. Kevin is dead.
That fucking 20 on a 0 perception.
Damn it! All right, you see everything. You have the chance to stop Kevin from running off into the distance.
Yes. All right. So I put up my hands like, whoa.
Okay, Kevin, how do you react to that?
This is my like.
Does that mean you stop?
bear.
I see him do this, and Kevin just starts doing it too.
All right, Kevin starts patting the ground.
Okay. So I start, motion that way and start.
Kevin
walking back towards it.
motions this way as a bear.
All right.
I pull him by the paw if he doesn't like automatically turn around as I walk back.
Kevin tries to turn you around.
The two of you do-si-do. Oh, Seth, what are you doing? Because you were running out that way too. Drea, do you stop Seth?
I was gonna say I'm deaf, so I'm probably just still running.
Did he run past me?
Oh, he's running with you. Technically, I'll give you the same chance as Thok to turn around and make a perception check. Because the wailing has disappeared and you still have your hearing.
I kind of just want to let him run, but no.
Well, let's see what your perception check is.
Can I? Oh, do I have to make a perception check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The wailing has disappeared. I just want you to survey the surroundings.
All right. Where's perception? I'm blind. Okay, that's 16.
16? Okay. Yeah, you, for the most part, you see some of the skeletons have toppled over. You see that Ren is standing over the box and the wailing has gone away.
Okay. I want to try and make a trick shot, because if he's ahead of me, I'm gonna throw my sword and try to go past him.
Okay.
Just to see if he'll react and like stop.
Okay. Make an attack roll. You can still use your strength if you'd like. It's kind of an improvised attack. You can still just attack with strength.
Okay. I mean, that's a 22.
Okay. Yeah, it sails right in front of him and sinks into the ground. How close
Can I
did you want
blaze it
to
on
him?
fire? I mean, just like 3 feet in front of him as he's running, so that it gives him a short amount of time to stop.
Okay, Seth, I need a dexterity saving throw as a green flaming blade sails over your head, sticks into the ground in front of you, blazing with fire.
14.
14. What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is mine.
Drea's, sorry, Seth.
Oh.
Mine is 14.
Okay. Meets it, beats it. Seth narrowly dodges around it, stops and looks back.
He's deaf, right? I'm just gonna. I mean, I don't particularly know that. I'm just gonna. Oi! You can come back now, you dip.
Why would you throw that at me?
Because the danger is gone. We can go back now.
What?
Oh, fast guy. You don't.
What have I done?
Keep running?
No. Please don't. Actually, you know what? I don't give a shit. Dre's gonna turn around and start walking back down the mushroom.
I guess at this point, since I turned back, everything seems to be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You head back?
Yeah.
All right. Currently, Thok and Kevin are still interacting, do-si-doing around. Go ahead, Thok.
I try to break off. I was like, stop.
Kevin mimics.
I like shake my head, just like down.
Kevin is trying so hard to do what Thok is telling him to do, but doesn't understand.
Ren, what are you doing?
I am still deaf, and so I just look in the party's direction and yell at the top of my lungs, "Did it work?"
I can't tell if it stopped.
Trey
Can I
and Thok
try
are
to
the only
get
two that hear you.
Thumbs up, like from
Yeah.
far away, however far we are.
Yeah. Yes, you can. And I will say at this point, all of the deafness, if it's just 1 minute, begins to fade. It's leaving you with like tinnitus ringing, and you can all play Archer for a while.
Ma.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, but the deafness is fading.
I'm still deaf.
Are they still dosy doing?
Oh, Kevin, were you deaf for a full hour?
Yes.
Okay, Kevin's gonna be deaf for a while.
Yeah. I want to walk over there and. Oh God. I believe I have a backpack with rope in it. I'm gonna take it and just watch them dosey-do for like a small second. Just shake my head and go into the bag, get out the rope, tie a nice little slip knot in it, and put it around Kevin's neck, or like ask him to bend down. Like,
Yep.
and put it around his head, and then just start walking and kind of, come on.
Okay. Kevin does that.
All right. Oblex Caster pops out of your backpack and looks around. Bookworm, who is still on your shoulders, looks around, and you are now pulling a bear by a rope as you have become a menagerie master.
Oh no.
Ren, you are standing over the box. Your hearing has returned.
Okay. I will use thaumaturgy to amplify my voice a little bit more, just to tell the party that I'm here and everything's okay. And then I'm gonna cautiously look around inside.
Okay. I'm waiting for Bryce to unlag. Sorry, go ahead, Doc.
I'll just kind of follow him in.
Okay. Yeah, so the two of you can go in. My party. Ren just starts screaming with his voice, amplified by magic. No one is stealthy. You guys are so inconsistent. Okay, yeah, but the two of you can go in. What would you like to do?
If I saw any of those red lights, do I see any of them now?
They appear to all be deactivated.
Okay. Then can I kind of tiptoe my way over toward one of them and just see what it looks like?
Sure, if it's just looking, just make a perception check. I mean, if you're just like visually, you want me to let you know what's there, you don't even need to check.
I don't even know what the purpose of these things are. When we first saw them, they were cleaning bones. That seems very strange. So I don't know what their function is.
Yeah. Okay, so in this case, make a history check with advantage, since you have... Basically, this is your gnomish tinkering class, your racial feat.
Okay, 25.
Okay, so you know that these bots were used to clean tunnel systems, probably like sewers, or perhaps they were working in some of the nearby plants or like farming industries. They're basically service bots that the gnomes were able to collect, create, and use. It's odd that they're in the residential district. You never saw them here when you were growing up, but you did see these once in the GCMC.
Okay.
And they were used in sort of industrial cleanup there.
Okay. And then do these bones look humanoid?
They do. Would you like to
Okay.
make a medicine or nature check?
Like humanoid? Yeah, sure. I guess I'll find out more. 19, sorry.
Okay. Definitely mostly gnomish. Gnomish bones. Some
Okay.
of which, however, are other various creatures. Maybe you find some dwarves, perhaps some other things. Gloamlight was not immune to having visitors. There were travelers that came here, tradesmen especially. It wouldn't exclusively be gnomes. However, there are also beast bones. In some cases, like I said, the large femur was attached to an arm of perhaps something like the beasts of burden or the Catoblepas from the pens, something like that.
Okay.
Would the party have kind of reconvened by now if we're all walking back towards the stock?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys can all be either inside or outside. I'm not terribly concerned with your positioning.
Does there seem to be like anything more like other doors or stairs going up the stock?
There are stairs that lead upward, and they're carved into the side, much like all the other stocks, into other residential homes. You know, these are very tall. They're like skyscrapers, so there would be countless apartments. This is just the base level.
Is the box inside the mushroom still blinking, or is that done too?
I would say there's probably a fitful blink to it, but it's no longer making a noise. The main box, the one that Ren dumped water on.
Okay.
But the rest are all disabled.
And just a status check. What is happening to my poisonness?
It hasn't been that long. I can't quite tell you yet.
Okay.
If you guys would ever fucking rest.
I was about to say, I was going to do that in character. Well, put it inside a residential area. Why don't we take one of these rooms and lay down a bit?
I mean,
How do we know these monsters won't wake back up?
and how do I
Yeah.
know Dre's not going to try and kill me again?
Oh god, please, I just needed to get your attention. My aim is through.
You sure about that? That was pretty close.
Mm,
And I couldn't hear.
my
I couldn't.
aim is
I couldn't
through.
hear. Obviously, what do you hate disabled people?
Oh my god.
And Scott once again tries to get the stream canceled every single time.
Seth, it strikes me as strange that running away from this, she would turn and throw her sword to try to kill you.
Well, why else would she throw it at me?
To alert you, since she knew you couldn't hear.
So we're saying that Drea likes me now.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn to Ren and completely ignore him. This makes a lot more sense now, but up in the other mushroom, while we were traveling and separated from you, I saw something inside one of the rooms. There were little gear tracks. I assume they come from the bots, and lots of blood, viscera. I don't know if they killed people or if they were just cleaning up, but we should maybe have a watch throughout the night.
Is this one big room, did you say? Is there any stairs upwards?
The stairs are on the exterior side, but this interior would feel like partially, maybe some of it would be storage, and the rest would be kind of a vestibule, almost like a lobby to a hotel. There would have been staff here that took care of the entire place. So not exactly like residential in nature, but wide open spaces, maybe like a lobby counter at the far end. For the most part, though, just stacks and stacks of bones.
Is there blood here, or does it look like the bones were just brought here?
It looks very clean. The bones appear to have just been brought here.
Okay.
Well, Ren, what do you think? Is it safe to rest here?
Is there a storage closet nearby, did you say?
I would say there is probably one carved into a wall. Or built into a wall.
I'd rather have some safety within here. I think we need to rest, but being asleep next to these creatures makes me feel uneasy.
Especially with the blinking light.
How big is this closet?
It's oddly large enough for 5 medium-sized individuals.
And a bear?
Kevin probably won't shift out a bear, but it's a tight fit with a bear.
How long can Kevin stay as a bear?
It's a few hours, I think.
Let me double check.
Oh, well, if we take a long rest, then...
Yeah, if it's long, he'll come out at some point, I believe.
I need a long rest, my friends.
As do I.
It would be wise.
might be everlasting, but I'm also ever tired.
You guys are level 7, so he can stay as a bear for 3 hours. So he will come out at some point during the long rest.
Did you say this was a hotel lobby?
Basically, that's what I would equate it to. Like, there might be a waiting area and a lobby, and then like storage
Okay.
closets for cleaning supplies and such. It would have been like where staff stayed. There might even be some sleeping quarters if you poke around a lot. But again, you'd have to sort of start going into some of these rooms and looking around.
Okay. Is there like a coat check somewhere?
Sure.
It's a hotel lobby.
It's a residential tower, so I mean, there's closets.
Okay. Can I scrounge through some closets and find something that might fit Seth?
I mean, you find a lot of gnomish clothes. You might find some. Yes, you can find some normal clothes for Seth, I guess. As tempting as it is. Actually, make an investigation check. Let's see how lucky you are. Let's leave it.
All
to
right,
the
Seth. Let's see how lucky you are.
Talk. Oh no.
Did you
What
say
was it?
perception?
No investigation.
Investigation. It's a 5.
You find a gown that must have been left behind by a jilted lover at the altar. There are tear stains running down the front of it, but it is a fine wedding dress for a human. Certainly better than what he's currently wearing.
Okay. I will come back with said wedding dress and say, Seth, hey, this is just temporary, but it's either this or gnome clothes, so take your pick.
I mean, this dress was supposed to be temporary, but at this point, I might as well just dress in drag. Fine. But I need you to let me know. Does this make me look pretty? Am I pretty, Ren?
You're clean. You're clean. And I'm gonna walk myself over to the closet.
Okay.
My life's mission is to find new clothes that are appropriate for my gender and size.
You're in the gnomish capital of the world. I'm sorry.
The next major side quest is finding clothes for Seth.
Yeah, saving the world can wait, all right? Averting the apocalypse, whatever.
It's okay, even a demigod of my caliber can rock this.
I will say, Seth, if you have, or anyone in the party has any tailoring ability, you are welcome to make some checks to
Make alterations.
convert this wedding dress into a wedding jumper. Kind of a lacy number of comfort and leisure for a gentleman.
Wedding attack dress.
Yeah.
It's tactical.
What do they call them? Rompers? Is that like you can turn this into a lacy romper if you'd like during your long
A
rest.
tactical romper. Perfect. All right, I'm going to sleep.
Okay. How are you guys handling the watches?
I'll keep the first watch.
Okay.
I can take second if there's a second.
Okay. You want 4 or 5, just if everyone wants the credit of a long rest, because you're going to be spending at least 2 hours standing watch. That's what the rules allow you to take.
Yeah, I'll take third since I have like dark vision. So
Okay. Kevin
Is not
deaf
involved
while
in
you
the
guys are
planning.
deciding.
Kevin is just like looking around, confused, but
Ren, would you like last watch then?
Yeah, I'll take the last one.
Okay. All right, let's go in order quickly. Let me know if there's anything that you want to achieve other than simply resting, and we'll handle it. Otherwise, I'm gonna just blow through it. So first watch was
Me.
fuck. Short-term memory, not great. Make a perception check as you are standing watch, and tell me where you are doing so as your party is squirreled away in a closet.
I'm literally just like right outside that door, kind of hovering from there to the entrance of the building. Well, stock. That's a 4.
Okay. You notice nothing,
Okay.
but your watch passes peacefully.
All right. I go in, wake up. I think Drea was next in line.
Drea?
I'm sure throughout 2 hours I'll be between walking around sort of the lobby, in between, like, I guess, the front of the door into the middle of the room, peeking out a little bit.
Okay.
Is Bookworm awake at this time?
Yeah, Bookwork can be. He can take the same intervals as you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll just check up on him and make sure he's all good.
Okay. Where is he in? Does he still like hopped up on your shoulders for the 2 hours? Does he?
If he wants, he can clamber down. I don't know. I'm not keeping him anywhere.
Okay, I'd say he's probably like scampering around now that the coast is clear.
Mhm.
Kind of like looking around. He's shadowing you though, sort of, and his green luminescent eyes are just like. He's playing spy. He's like pretending he's up to something helpful.
Say, Bookworm,
Yes,
how good are your ears?
my ears are the best.
Are they really?
Yes, why wouldn't they be? I live underground.
This is true, but you also have a big eye, which means you rely on sight.
Well, aren't you just so observant? Yeah, I'm just kidding. Don't take it personally.
Let me know if you hear anything. Yeah, I'm just giving him a task just so that he can feel like included in. Yeah.
Drea,
Yes.
I will not let you down in this.
Thank you. We are relying on you, Bookworm.
I will save the party.
Okay. And the rations.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I will make a perception check. And you may also make a perception check.
Well, I just wanted to make him feel important.
Oh well, yeah, but he's participating now. You get a mechanical bonus for that.
Perception. That's 17.
All right, Bookworm got a 13, but he didn't hear anything. Your 17 was very good. You do notice one thing as you poke your head outside briefly once and look around. You see a red glow that you didn't notice before to the northeast. Very far off, though. It's just sort
Like
of, it's stationary, just a red effusive glow in the darkness. Very, very far off, not moving.
Like, is it like a big aura sort of thing? Like, oh, the sun's setting.
Big enough to be seen from a few miles away, but not like a sunset, not like the whole horizon, just
Okay.
just like in a small corner of Gloomlight.
In passing by, I might want to try to let somebody know that the next watch maybe be like, was that there before?
Yeah, you can have a conversation with Seth. As you sort of march back at the end of your watch, you note that Bookworm is on the ground with his ear pressed firmly to the ground, and his eyes are shut very tightly, and he doesn't notice you've left.
Can I tap him on the way out? Just like, come on,
Oh, yes, I'm coming.
time for sleep. Is Seth already up?
Yeah, you could wake him up, shake him gently if you'd like. Or actually, however Dre would want to wake up Seth. He's sleeping soundly in his
Oh.
wedding dress.
I'll nudge him lightly with a boot.
Okay.
I'm not kicking him, I'm just like, "Ugh, get up."
So my eyes probably widely open.
Make an attack roll. Just kidding.
Make a dex saving throw.
Here to throw your sword at me again while I'm not paying attention.
Oh, for fan's sake. It was to get your attention. I promise. I could have recalled it before it hit you.
Well,
Now,
you've got
it's
my
your
attention.
watch. Ugh.
Yeah,
There.
go watch. Go watch.
Nope.
Get out of here, scat.
Bookworm, you're with me. I have something to do.
No.
What?
Yes.
No.
What? What do you have?
I want you to find me new clothes.
Drea said no.
I cast suggestion.
Oh my
Wisdom
god.
save.
Check.
I gotta admit, as a DM, this is the only way you want suggestion to be cast. Not on another player, not during a combat.
There's really no save.
Aren't Nothics like able to? Never
It
mind.
just says you suggest a course of activity limit to a sentence or two, magically influence a creature you can see within range, and it can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to the effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable, and basically just like you can't say kill yourself.
It doesn't call for a save though, as you cast a spell on a creature.
Mm-mm.
I gotta look at that. I gotta look at that.
Yeah, it has to make a wisdom save.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Does it?
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say there's got to be a save. I mean, you're charming him.
Seth, make a real life deception check.
Can't put the wool over this DM's eyes. He only had to do his narrative 3 times.
Yeah, wisdom save.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's a 9. So he does fail. But was your course of action just find me new clothes?
Find me some new clothes that fit my gender and my size.
That's much better. Okay.
Your antiquated views on gender and size will be your undoing.
And if you can find them in a darker color, that would be much appreciated. Thanks, Bookworm.
Edgelord.
So Bookworm looks conflicted up at Drea, and then looks back at Seth, furrows his brow in anger and confusion, and sort of just pads off in the distance, like he doesn't know what just happened to himself. But he definitely wanted to listen to Drea, but can't bring himself to, and he just.
Can I make an insight check or something to see what the fuck just happened?
I would say it's pretty obvious that he cast a spell. He has to wield his focus and mutter a word, and the Nothic will be aware that a spell was cast on him after it fades.
That's fine. Whatever. Using cheap tricks, are we?
That's all I know how to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, try to not kill anyone when you're in their sleep. Good night.
Wait.
I fade to the darkness.
Wait, no!
Well, if you really want to, then you'll have to make a stealth check against Dre's perception.
Ooh.
What you got?
19.
Ooh.
I got a 10.
All right, Seth successfully fades into darkness by running past you into the shadows. I mean, you know where he went more or less, but he did escape your field of vision.
Can I shout just...
I imagine him Naruto running to at this point. He's like,
I imagine him more of like backing up like this.
I love that Brent got out of his chair.
Proper demo.
Alright, well, if he's not gonna stop, I'm just gonna yell after him. Look towards the northern horizon!
Okay, Dre.
I will say, can you guys keep it down, please?
Poor Red.
How long has this been?
4 hours.
Probably 4 hours.
4 hours? Okay, I can hear again.
Yeah.
I'll come out of my wild shape too.
Okay.
Kevin's just sitting there now.
Okay. All right, Kevin, you were getting a rest. Seth, make a perception check. Would you like to look to the northeast, as Dre suggested?
Yeah. That is a 13.
Okay. You also see the glow when you look out. You don't notice anything else, but you have an unnerving feeling that something has settled around you. Just like the hairs on the back of your neck are raised.
Okay.
But again, you don't know anything. You think you were pretty thorough. You do note that red glow, and you did not see it before.
Okay.
Okay. Would you like to wake up Ren for the end of rest?
Yes.
Okay.
And when I do so, I'll be like, I'll tell him, I have a very bad feeling. There's a red glow out in the distance, and I feel surrounded. Have fun.
Okay. You okay?
Okay. Ren, what would you like to do for your watch?
I will just kind of be by the front door of this mushroom entrance
Okay.
and take a peek at this red glow that they were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And other than that, just play catch the little fireball with myself.
Okay. All right. Ren is playfully toying with some magics. Make a perception check.
Oh, that's a 1.
Okay. That's
So it's a 2.
not great. You absent-mindedly let your eyes drift to that red glow, and that sense that Seth warned you about settles about you as well. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Mm.
16.
Okay. There's a voice in the distance. Familiar. Your mother's. But you can barely make out the words. You technically did succeed on the save, however, you still hear the voice. You are welcome to follow it if you like, or stay.
Do I have an orientation of direction?
It is to the more just to the west, a little bit south, towards the GCMC.
Oh, but it's like, is it toward that red glow?
No, that is in the opposite direction.
Okay. As I look around inside,
Oh,
sorry,
I'm sorry.
I'm back.
Bryce. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, as I look around inside, do I see anything moving?
Actually you do. You missed him with your very sad perception check, but there is a Nothic with green glowing eyes pulling a bag full of clothes with much effort toward the closet, but that's it.
Okay. I will just roll the dice and follow this sound of my mother's.
I will say, since you succeeded on the wisdom saving throw, that you know it is not really her. So this is kind of you're not blindly going into it. Like if you had failed to save, it would have been like you were mesmerized. But now it's just your free agency and curiosity.
All right, well, that's different. This sounds more dangerous, and I'm gonna wait for some back off. Can I at least take like a mental note of the direction the noise came from?
Sure. And again,
just bring it up in the morning.
Yeah, and you know it's not real, so you're welcome to just ignore it completely. You don't have to go toward it at all.
Okay.
All right. But your watch does end. You were able to resist the allure of whatever siren song this was, and your rest ends. I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Bryce, as Ren, for that wound on your shoulder.
God damn it,
Throbs
man.
like a motherfucker.
It's a 3.
Now we find out what happens.
Your maximum hit points are reduced by 5.
Okay.
Gabe,
And
are
the
you okay
throbbing in
with
your
me
shoulder.
preparing a spell during our rest while that was happening?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. And the throbbing in your shoulder increases. But if it is in order to like heal Bryce, in the future, just generally, I would like you to try and role play that with him. Like, hey, how's your shoulder doing?
Got it. I was waiting for me to
Just-
get my hearing back before I did anything, but on our next long
Yeah.
rest, I was gonna.
No, it's perfectly legitimate. Like that's not even metagaming in my opinion. That's a-okay. It's just something I'd like to see.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yes, your
pups.
maximum hit points are reduced by 5.
Got
The
it.
throbbing continues.
Cool.
Kevin will approach Ren because our rest is over, right?
Correct.
Kevin will go ahead and approach Ren and go, "How's your shoulder?"
It's not good. Feels like it's getting worse, actually.
I think I might be able to help.
Really? I was holding out for some help at the medical center of the academy when we got there, but well, I'd appreciate any help you got.
I can try. Kevin
Okay.
will cast Lesser Restoration on Ren's shoulder. It says, I touch a creature and I can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. So,
Alright. Kevin, describe for me what this looks like. You applying your healing magics, your channeling of the spell, etc.
go up to his shoulder. Kevin will pat him on the head twice. And then go like this on his shoulder and just kind of like wiggle back and forth. And go, You mo goi goi find it so. You mo goi goi find it so. One more thing! And then he smacks it right on the.
All right. As soon as Kevin smacks your festering wound, you cough up a couple flies, and the wound and sickness fades. You will regain those 5 hit points on your next long rest.
Okay. Oh. Wow. Kevin, I feel a lot better. You know, I trained as a cleric for about a year or so, but I never got to that level. Where'd you learn that? That was amazing.
I knew a squirrel once that he was really talkative. He hit me like that, and it made me feel a little better.
Well, I wish I could learn that easily from squirrels.
I'll try
Just
to
like
teach
dusting
you.
my eyes off. It's like, oh, did he do the this on you? Did it work?
It seems like it worked. Yeah.
Oh, good. It seems to not fail ever. I don't know what he does. I think he said it happened from a squirrel. What? Bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll take the squirrel magic any day if this is what it does. So.
Oh, me too. He's saved us on a couple occasions with this weird magic.
Kevin, the
Who knows?
squirrel healer.
Squirrel magic.
Who knows what you can learn in the forest sometimes.
I've heard squirrel magic can be deadly.
And I heard worshipping more than one god at one time isn't good for your health either.
I'm trying to figure it out right now. Just leave me alone. Oh God.
By the way, nice clothes, Seth.
Seth is
Hey,
still
did
in the
he
wedding
get
dress.
He's still wearing the wedding dress.
Yeah, I'm probably still in the
just
wedding
haven't-
dress.
I just haven't gotten to it yet. Dre,
I see.
were you saying something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, are we all just asleep at the end of our long rest? And Kevin just goes, ah! Just wakes everybody.
One more thing.
Just a slapping sound.
Yeah, it's the end of the last rest when Ren comes back. So I'd say you guys are likely asleep. You do all hear a commotion out in the lobby. In fact, it's a mucking noise, like.
I
gotta
gotta
do
prepare a
one.
firebolt. Creak the door.
Okay. You look out and you see that the Nothic bookworm has created a handmade bowl of natural earth, and he's found some liquid from somewhere and he's mixed it in so it's all muddy, and he found the perfect set of dungarees for Seth, but they were white and he wanted dark colors, so he's like mixing them with mud.
I found you the perfect clothes, Seth.
Well, let me see.
He holds it up and it's just like mud and shit just dripping off of him.
Drea is laughing her ass off in the background, just.
This is for charming me, you asshole. He throws them on the ground and he scampers back to Drea. But they are perfect fits. If anyone has like prestidigitation, you could clean them right up. if anyone wants to clean it right up.
I've got mending. I'll clean him.
It's very kind. You see Ren saunter over and begin to clean some of the clothes for you, Seth.
Well, at least these are for my gender. I thank you, Bookworm. Very
You're
kind
welcome.
of you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And then he barks at you.
Whoa,
That's such
Bookworm. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were so offended by being charmed.
I don't think anyone likes doing things against their will, Scott, but okay.
I didn't know you liked being a puppet. Weird.
Well, I guess these will do for now. Ren, I need real clothes. Badass clothes. Clothes that make me look godly.
Ren.
Do you have those in Gloamlight? Is there a tailor
Clothes
shop?
that make you look godly?
Yes. Like
Uh, You know, even the priestly among us don't really flaunt their appearance too much. There's certainly fine silks and fine materials down here. The warriors use some. I'm sure we can find some down here. I hope, at least.
My quest for real clothes continues.
To be fair, these are fitting and good, hard, like working clothes. Like you've got solid clothes now.
Say they're better.
Yeah, it's just
Your ankles are covered.
I want to look like Ray Shao.
okay. I mean, you're welcome to try. I mean, you could have some of that tailored the next time you find someone.
Yeah.
He's got some jeans on and some good old flannels over it.
Yeah, lumberjack Seth, the most normal you've ever looked.
This
Just a
fitting.
just a blue collar warlock over here.
As I'm sitting here in jeans and a flannel, drinks out of paper bag can.
I will say, however, Seth, the Nothic fixes you with a gaze, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
And the done it, Scotty boy.
It's a 9.
He uses Soul Devour.
All right. The Nothics have an ability known as, I believe it was Weird Gaze. They can dredge up a secret from your soul with a single glance. Seth, I would like you to message me privately on Discord what secret you would like to give the Nothic. I'll let you choose.
Alright. Yeah, I think about that, but
And
That's
I will say
pretty cool.
you are aware that he has done something, and he will have this information from you. So don't make it like, my favorite color is blue. Make it like, oh, this is something from my backstory that's a secret, you know,
All right.
something with meaning.
alright.
Okay. All right.
I like to put apple slices in my socks.
That's where I ferment them.
I eat mayonnaise by the spoonful.
Hellman's only.
I drink Bailey's from a shoe.
By Hellman's, the only kind of mayonnaise normal people eat. Probably shouldn't take a stance on mayonnaise. Stream. Okay. All right. So the party has finished their long rest. You're all restored to your stats except Bryce. You're still just down 5 hit points. But next, don't permanently nix that. That'll come back next. You've got a couple leads. You have a few things that you've seen in the distance when you're at the pens to explore. Just discuss amongst yourselves and let me know where you guys would like to go.
Oh, well, one of the reasons we came back here to the residential village was to find some cure for me, perhaps, right?
It was.
Thankfully, Kevin's taking care of that. But were there other things here that we needed to see?
I don't know. You're the one looking for your family down here, right?
Yeah. So the academy is one place we could go. That's where all the magic was cataloged down here. It's really one of the driving places. behind the information of this place. I think I've described it before, but my family and many of my family's friends are involved in the academy that catalogs magic, not just magic of the gnomes, but magic of the world, of all of the planes and all of its different forms, conjuration, evocation, illusion, and so on. Just seek to understand and keep it somewhere, and that's where my family has worked my entire life. So maybe they're holed up there. I don't know.
That's a good thought.
It's like to be heavily guarded, but we're arrested now, and we can be very careful on our way, perhaps.
Caution's required, sure. But, you know, it's like you said, we rested. I feel invigorated with a sense of purpose again.
Is the
Do I know of any kind of... Oh, go ahead.
is the red glow still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do I know of any kind of armory or something like that? We might be able to find some further armaments.
You know that your best bet at finding like war craft items would be in either the GCMC or the Academy. You know that there's like a military wing of the Academy.
Okay. And honestly, before we head to the Faroe Peninsula, we have to stop at the GCMC anyways. That's a place to get some magical weapons and armor that can further protect us.
Yes, and while we're down here, we still have the matter of Borosan to resolve.
Oh, what do you mean? This one's master
Well,
pointed.
we were
Seth.
told that it was Tantalus. Oh, Seth.
Yeah.
He said he's undecided. Who knows?
He's always undecided, but there's still a chance he's harboring the bad one. Whatever.
Isn't it the funny thing about running a cult? You don't even know who your actual leader is.
Gabe, are these the heights?
Yes, you're in the Heights.
Okay. Claiborne did tell me to search the heights for answers to some questions to where people went. So, since we're already here, can we just go up this tower and see what we see?
Sure. I mean, did we search the other mushroom thingy?
Ren did a little bit in the chamber that he was in, and he found some magical items.
Oh wait, this is that right? Never mind.
Yeah, it's
Same
a
area.
different one. Same region, just a different mushroom. There's 6 and then a 7th right in the middle.
Are we in the middle one, or are we still in the periphery?
The top left from the pens. I can. Well, yeah, I can flash you the map a second. It's pretty rough, though. I don't think there's any notes on it. So, you are. Let me make sure I'm pointing at it. These are the heights. Here. You're in this mushroom right here.
Okay.
And then the pens were right here, the farming district is here, the refinery was here, the GCMC is here beyond the fence, and the alcoves to the religious quarter were here.
Okay.
Should we search this one first since we're already here, or do you want to go to the central one? What do you think?
Let's do this one since we're here, and then I think the central one. Maybe it's different in some way.
Ren, you did live in one of these once upon a time.
Which one did I live in?
This one.
Ah,
How convenient!
I mean,
You know-
it'd be like more of a history check for you if you want to say like, I lived in this particular one, but
you know me. That's it. You know me. Say, my bedroom's in this one.
like where you grew up with your family, it would have been years and years ago.
Okay. Yeah, let's explore this one.
Okay. So the party ascends the mushroom, heading back to your old home. You are welcome to simply enter. It is abandoned. There is no evidence of your family here. There's no evidence of a struggle, even. Whereas Drea was able to find some evidence earlier of such a thing. It looks like whoever was here is evacuated peacefully, or at least not taken. If you do stop into any of the other rooms, you will realize that some of the windows there are blown out by tentacles that reached in and pulled people out. But your particular home appears to be in pristine order.
Okay.
Make an investigation check.
This is cursed with low rolls right now. It's a five.
Okay. I will say the only thing you really notice is that it looks like whoever left quickly. There's some obvious tells, like a glass of something on the counter that's since dried up, but it looks like something was left in it. Like they rushed out. Like some drawers are open, but it doesn't look like someone's looting. It looks like someone was trying to just get essentials and get out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there
Okay.
anything in particular you want to search for? Any sort of family heirloom? Any old drawer of porn from Ren's heyday?
Oh my god. Can I go in what used to be my parents' room or area and just see if anything was either left out or just kind of in easy to access drawers?
There is a letter on the bed.
Okay.
A blank piece of paper with Ren's name written on it.
Mm.
I open it and read it.
All right. I will message it to you, or would you like it to be read out loud so that everyone can hear it?
I read it aloud so everyone can hear it.
Are you sure? Your mother wrote some pretty mean letters.
Maybe
It's
I'll.
up to you. It's just like, I just want to warn you so it's not like spoiled.
No, that's fine. She can read it out loud.
Okay, so Ren would read it out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It says, "To my dearest son, you were a failure before and you still are yet. I've been waiting for you to return home for some time with the cure to this disease, but it seems you've failed me yet again. Maybe this time, if you manage to get here without dying, collect this letter, succeed in finding me, perhaps you will actually amount to something after all. Your dearest mother, Nixon. P.S. I hope you didn't fucking lose that rope."
Okay. I will lean down against the wall and start crying.
I
Kevin
kneel
goes in for
beside
the
him.
hug.
This is really typical of my mom. She's always been like this.
Ugh.
Oh, a raging bitch.
Jesus.
Step out of the room. This is time for some more delicate
Listen, Ren, I can
sensibilities.
tell you one thing. At least your mother still might be alive.
That
She's dead.
may be true. I did come down here to find them and to find my people, even if this is the way she thinks she can get to me. I don't know. Well, at least she's the same old self. And I will burn the letter.
Okay.
Drea is gonna sort of walk over to him and place a hand on his shoulder, like a little pat, and say, "Family is chosen, Ren. Whoever you're here for, we have hope now, no matter who gave it."
Ren,
That's true.
Family transcends blood. Family could be people you've grown close to. Remember that. You have family here.
I do remember that. And I look to each of you guys. And I feel the love.
Meanwhile, Seth, she's a raging bitch. Right.
Well,
done.
have you ever had a good relationship with your mother, or has it always been this way?
It seems like I've never amounted to what she wanted. Not once. Not when I tried that I was trying my hardest. It just, no matter what I did. And so I stopped trying after a while.
Understandable. I mean, curing a potentially incurable disease is a pretty tall order for your mother.
I think she may mean what's going on to this entire city.
Well, if it's the
You know-
cause of the same disease above, we did cure it. Well, her brother cured it, but Tatiamona is gone, so the disease should not spread.
I hope so, or at least maybe what's going on down here is the same as what's above. We were sent out originally in pairs to find some cure to what was going on, and that's when I met you guys up in the mountains.
You know, Ren, if it makes you feel any better, I found my mother years later over a magical pit of darkness as a skeleton, chained up. Could be
Okay.
worse.
I don't.
Let's
That's the
not
worst.
play the pity party. Come on, can we leave?
Well, I hope you find some peace too.
I have my mother's pendant, so I'm okay.
Can I pull out that rope again and
Hang
examine it?
Seth with it. Oh wait, no.
Make a noose.
Scott is really good at role playing the worst grief counselor in the history of. Hey man, could be worse. My life sucks more. All right, good talk, bro. Glad we're doing it.
Thanks, man.
Yes, you can pull out that rope, though, Ren. And then, are you just inspecting it more closely?
Yeah, with how much she, even in her parting letter that she hoped I would find, mentioned it.
Bye, Bryce.
Yeah.
That's how he comes back.
Sorry,
That's okay.
I'm here. Yeah, with how much attention she put to it, there has to be something special. I never really thought that much about it, but I did keep it. So as I'm looking at it,
Make an
it
investigation
looks like a
check.
rope.
It does look like a rope. Yeah.
17.
Okay. I will say that you note some fray marks that you never really paid attention to before, as though it had been used for some sort of repeated action. You know that it's enchanted thread. It's unlikely to fray. You're not entirely sure what that means or what repeated action it was used for. But you do have a nagging suspicion now that that rope was used for something.
Okay. All right. Well, I doubt they're coming back here. If you guys see anything you need in this house, it's yours.
I want to
Is there
search
any
place.
Okay. All right. Drea, make an investigation check. Anyone else that wants to loot Ren's home, make an investigation check. And tell me what you're seeking in general terms. Like things of value.
17.
Okay. What are you seeking? Drea?
Anything.
You did say general terms.
Anything out of the ordinary or like survivalist, like rope or food or.
You find a great selection of fine threads, some of which you think could be tailored together to form very serviceable ropes. However, you don't find like adventuring gear per se.
No.
You think that this was something of a family craft.
Ren, what did your family do before you became an academic?
You see, my mom worked at the academy, and my dad enchanted clothing for people. So,
Clothing, you say?
I do, yeah. Yeah, he had people come from far and wide to enchant their items with, water breathing or protection from sun or other magical abilities.
By any chance, did you pick up on your parents' tailoring or enchantments?
I was never really attracted to that. But on my mom's side, I definitely fell into a love of all things magical. I could learn enchanting at some point, but I only watched with passing glances what he was doing.
Would you mind if I took some of these threads? I might take up tailoring as a hobby.
It's yours, yeah.
I will take
Alright.
the thread.
It is all in Drea's hands at the moment.
Give me.
Mm,
Can you give me half?
which half?
Look at
Whoa.
me. I'm in mud pants.
You're clean. He cleaned it for you.
In mud, okay? I need threads. I need something that says "worship me." This does not do. Can
I
I?
interpose myself between the
Wait.
two of them. I look at Seth and I just say, Seth, now is not the time. This is not your adventure here. We're here
You
to
know what?
save Ren's folk.
Nobody
It's
understands
okay,
me.
Doc. It's okay. I'll tell you what. I will give you half of each spool if you want to dunk in the pool for it.
Oh.
Hands out. It's rock, paper, scissors.
Oh. All right.
Rochambeau?
Rochambeau.
Sure.
No words. All right, we're just going with no.
No countdown.
3, shoot. Come on.
Do it off camera and send me a message as to what you saw.
Or we could just flip a coin. That's about as easy as it
I was
gets.
gonna say, why don't you each just message
Don't
the
get a
game
phone.
privately?
Yeah, just message me what you pick.
Yeah, just message the game privately. That'd be the easiest way to have it
Unless you
timed.
don't trust me.
Well, we could usually just refute and be like, I have a screenshot.
Yeah.
You liar.
Where did
Okay.
Anyway.
Seth wins. Seth holds out a flat hand that defeats the rock. But Seth, as you reach for the thread, Bookworm looks over Dre's shoulder and he says, I know your secret.
Do I hear this?
Everyone
I'm
hears it.
going to. Oh shit.
In the meantime, Bookworm, there are no secrets between friends. What is this?
That's what I was told too, but someone didn't get me my fucking food. Made me go collect clothes for them.
It's food you want?
That might not be a good friend at all.
Mm-mm.
I will give you all my rations.
Hang on. What does he mean? I'm asking Seth this.
I have many secrets. I'm a man of lies. Who knows?
Bookworm.
Just ask him.
Listen, Bookworm, I suggest that you don't tell them my secrets, and I'll cast suggestion. I'll spend 2 sorcery points to cast subtle spell.
That worked out so well last time.
Okay, Scott, when this spell ends, he will realize that you have simply charmed him again. You are more than welcome to do so. In fact,
Scott's like, that's a tomorrow problem.
did roll a
Can down the road.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 19 on his wisdom save.
Ooh.
Oh no.
That's a problem for right now.
That's become a today problem.
Bookworm looks at you, Seth, and says,
Why don't you just let Drea keep the thread? And I'll keep your secret.
Well, do I know what secret he has, or just he just has a secret?
just has a secret.
Fine, Drea. Keep the threads. I don't care.
This is a very odd outcome, but okay.
Yeah, really, really awkward magic. Take the threads. Whatever.
I'm gonna trot over to Ren and try to show him to him and be like, do you know what the little sparklies are?
It is glamour weave. Question mark?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you know what they do? These particular ones?
Yes, they can create illusions on the surface of the fabric.
Okay. That's why he wanted some. Yeah, I'll make him suffer a little bit longer without his cool clothes.
Look, I want to take up sewing as a hobby on down.
I do not
need
believe
new
you
clothes.
1 second,
And why not?
master of lies.
You know, there's a threat to the way we live, and if we keep bickering and arguing, we'll never resolve it. I suggest we move forth, investigate that sensor stock, and then move on and help Ren out.
I'm with Doc.
It is what it is.
Seth, if I hear one more quarrel from you, I'll have a javelin right up your ass.
Who's
I like that.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right, so
okay,
you guys
well.
head towards the
And
center
it's
mushroom
done.
stock. And you seek out whatever it is that you believe you were supposed to seek. Ren, in fact, you have found most everything that I prepared for you. As you get to the top of the stock, you are welcome to survey the carnage left behind by the tentacles if you want to try and investigate something from that.
Oh, was that in the center stock?
Yes, that was the center. That was where the gnomes were dancing.
Got it. Okay. Since the other guys had been here, I will just kind of ask, what the hell happened here?
Well, they were all dancing this strange food to keep them energized to do so, for fear that they would be taken away by Tantalus, and we didn't get time to search. I set forth to try to rescue them as best I could.
Dancing, you say?
Yes, I think it's something to do with a fear.
Okay. Can we look around for a sec?
Sure. How are you doing so? Kind of like just clomping around, looking through stuff?
Yeah. Anything that looks, I don't know, out of place? There's probably a lot of mess here, but just letters or, personal objects or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's clearly just a homestead. It looks like these people have been stuck here for a while. You can see some evidence of that strain that was put on them. They were making these cookies, something. Really, there's not a lot going on. They spent the last few days of their lives just frantically trying to stay alive. I mean, there are personal effects. You could probably find like diaries or such things. If you leaf through them, you just are looking into glimpses and snapshots of their personal lives before the end.
Okay. Yeah, if I don't see anything that kind of reminds me of the urgency of what's going on here, just...
Yeah, it's just kind of
Head
a
out.
grisly, sad scene. You can see smears of blood from where some of the gnomes were taken out the windows. Scuff marks on the floor where they were frantically dancing.
Okay.
Kind of miserable.
In opposition to what it was last episode. Do 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 do.
Yeah, in this light, now that it's all over and you know the gnomes have all been slaughtered, it's a little bit sadder. However, if anyone goes near the window to investigate it, let me know. You are welcome to not investigate it and leave.
Sure.
Are you okay? Thok, make an investigation check.
Oh, that's a nat one.
You know nothing. Make a wisdom saving throw. You didn't have to investigate the window. It's just like the
It
only
was
point of interest I
He
had.
didn't have to, but he had to. I mean,
You didn't have to, but you're like, well, if you want to. That's a 6 or a 9. That's a 6.
A tentacle comes soaring down from the sky.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you knew what was up here. The tentacle wraps around Thok.
Can we try and like reactionary like cut the tentacle off or something and save him?
Poke it hard enough.
I will
Poke
give.
it off.
I will give each and every one of you the chance to use your reactions, except for you, Thok, as you were wrapped up. You were investigating. You can use a reaction to make one attack. Tell me what that attack is and what you're trying to do with it, and you will make it with disadvantage because of the swiftness of the speed. Still 5 chances. Or yeah. Four chances. I counted my own
Can
window
I
on Zoom.
use can I use like shocking grass like it's like a cantrip?
Sure. Just
Okay.
explain to me what
I'll
you're.
do that.
Explain to me what you're attempting to succeed in doing.
I'm just trying to like shock it to the point where maybe the grip loosens a little bit, you know?
Okay.
Like
Make
taser.
make the attack roll with advantage, because electric impulses don't
So
make
instead of him
tighten.
pulling it up, it just kind of lets go and flings him across the giant cavern.
Squeezes extra hard.
Throws me out the window.
15.
Okay. With disadvantage?
Oh, with disadvantage?
It's a
Never mind,
like a
that is a
split
10.
second reaction. Okay. Kevin, is there anything you would like to do?
Try to just run towards him. Try to catch
Okay.
his foot.
So, make a strength athletics check.
Oh boy, my biggest Bennett. Nope, it didn't work.
Okay.
If you want the official, it is a where is athletic? That is a unnatural one.
Oh,
I rolled a 2 and then had it subtract
Well, my
1.
investigation is technically a 0.
Ren.
Can I shoot magic missiles at the tentacle and just see if I can cause it enough pain that it lets him loose?
Okay. And Drea.
This kind of depends on positioning.
Sorry, I'm back.
Hello. But if I were near Thok, I would
Also, you're able to
burst.
move close and make an attack.
Okay, I would sword burst around myself. That way, if he's near and it just goes in a circle and try to, like, I guess, cut it. I don't know. Can tentacles make dex saves?
It's going to try. It did fail.
A
No, it does not.
dexterous little tentacle beast.
It's 9 damage if that matters.
Okay. How are you firing these off? Just like describe to me, are you seeking to accomplish something in specific with the arcane missiles? In the way that they land and hit the target?
So whatever section of the tentacle is kind of furthest up the arm of this thing that grasped him, I'd like to do it there. So that way, if it happens to sever, then the section that's looped around Thok just kind of falls dead to the ground.
Okay. All right. So, Kevin, you leap forward. Thok is yanked backwards just out of your grip as you lunge for him. Seth, you reach out with a hand and you slap against the window, just missing the tentacle. Lightning sparks out of your hands, but unfortunately you are too slow.
Okay.
Drea, you lunge forth, drawing your blade and unleashing an arc of these magical blades that slice across the tentacle. You see it jerk instinctively. Ren, you note that there are perforations left by those staggered wounds, and you fire off instinctively 3 arcane missiles that pierce the same exact spot. Thok, I would like a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, man.
As the tentacle severs and begins to pull you out of the top of the window.
13.
You trip backward, feeling the edge of the window under your ankles as you topple backwards and reach out a hand and just barely grab the side
Whew.
of the windowsill,
All
and
right.
it breaks. But you stay inside.
I was in that moment of like relaxation, and then no, and then back again.
Have you guys seen that Hell's Kitchen Key and Peele skit?
Yeah.
Probably.
God, I have to send this to you guys.
Drop it in the Discord. I've seen most of them.
Oh, I don't know how to arrange this, but it was a sword burst, so anybody near to me, which would have been thought, okay, if it hit, you'd take 8 damage.
I'd say it's likely you almost all took it except for maybe Ren, because you all ran in to do physical things. However, it was successful. And so just take off 8 health or make your... It's a dexterity saving throw?
It's a dex saving throw, yeah.
Okay, you can all make a dex save against Dre's spell save.
I'll take the 8.
Okay.
3.
Okay. Kevin?
Let me double check and make sure I get to add. Yeah, that's a 4.
Dude. Okay, yeah. So the 3 of you take 8 damage. Okay, but you did save Thok. And
Yeah.
the tentacle falls to the ground, but it does not stop wriggling. In fact, it lingers and it squirrels up Thok's leg. And Thok, you look closely down at it, and it begins to electrocute you as you can see spare wires poking out of the side where flesh has grown over it. And inlaid within, you see small red antenna blipping as a shrill sound begins to emit from it. That is where we will end tonight.
I knew it was coming. I knew it. Oh,
man.
It's a creation of theirs. What the fuck? That's some fucked up nonsense to end on.
Oh man, ending
Secrets
now.
revealed.
Oh, what the fuck?
I also prepared like 6 zones today, all fucking day, and you guys went
We didn't
nowhere.
go anywhere. Oh
We're
man.
getting there, Gabe.
I had it in my journey. I had
Oh,
a pretty
man.
tall glass of bourbon.
What
so-
the heck?